Happiness does not consist in the multiplication of pleasures, but in their reduction to the necessary minimum. This is a powerful quote from Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers in history. Today, we are about to explore the 12 Stoic decisions that can truly transform your life. Let's begin. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip this video in any way. If you are here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception and act like one. Do not skip any chapter. Number 1, acceptance of what cannot be controlled. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. The first Stoic decision involves recognizing that many things in life are beyond our control. This includes external events, the actions of others, and circumstances that we cannot influence. However, what we can control is how we react to these events and circumstances. Instead of worrying or becoming frustrated about things we cannot change, Stoicism teaches us to accept these situations with serenity and focus our efforts on what we can control, our own actions and attitudes. Imagine you are stuck in traffic and running late for an important work meeting. The traffic is congested due to an accident, and there's nothing you can do to change the situation. The first Stoic decision would advise you to accept that you cannot control the traffic or the accident. Instead of getting stressed and anxious, you can use this time to listen to an educational audiobook, make some business calls, or simply practice patience. By adopting an attitude of acceptance and control over your own reactions, you avoid negative feelings and unnecessary stress, applying Stoic principles to your modern life. Number 2, valuing the present. The present is small, but always present. Seneca. The second Stoic decision reminds us of the importance of valuing the present moment. Often we worry about past events or yearn for the future, ignoring the value of the here and now. Stoicism emphasizes that the only reality is the present, and it's where we can take meaningful actions and find true happiness. Instead of getting caught up in past regrets or anxieties about the future, we should learn to fully embrace the present moment, appreciating what we are experiencing right now. Imagine you're in a beautiful park, surrounded by nature on a sunny day. Instead of enjoying the moment and appreciating the scenery, you're preoccupied with pending work tasks or anxious about future commitments. The second Stoic decision would advise you to let go of those concerns and instead, focus your attention on the environment around you. Breathe in the fresh air, feel the warmth of the sun, and observe the beauty of nature. This not only enhances your appreciation for the present, but also helps alleviate the stress and anxiety that can arise when we get lost in thoughts about the past or the future. Therefore, valuing the present helps us live a more fulfilling and satisfying life in our modern everyday lives. Number 3, detachment from material desires. The wise man is he who desires what he has. Marcus Aurelius. The third Stoic decision focuses on not relying excessively on material possessions to find happiness and satisfaction. Often in modern life, we are bombarded with messages that encourage us to relentlessly pursue more things, material acquisitions, and social status. However, Stoicism reminds us that true wealth is not in the accumulation of goods, but in the ability to appreciate and value what we already have. Detaching from material desires frees us from the constant pursuit cycle and helps us find contentment in simplicity. Imagine you are constantly tempted to buy the latest model of a smartphone, even though your current phone is still working fine. The third Stoic decision would advise us to question whether we really need that new device, or if we are being influenced by consumer desire. By adopting a more Stoic approach, you could assess whether your current phone meets your needs and, if it does, learn to value and use it with gratitude. This not only saves money, but also frees up mental and emotional space to focus on more meaningful things in life, such as relationships, learning, and self-discovery. Therefore, detachment from material desires helps us find greater peace of mind and satisfaction in everyday life. Number 4, ethical behavior. Morality is the only wealth that truly matters. Seneca. The fourth Stoic decision emphasizes the importance of acting with ethics and integrity in all situations. Stoicism considers virtue and morality as the fundamental foundations for a well-lived life. This means that regardless of circumstances, we should strive to make ethical decisions and act justly and rightly towards others. Ethical behavior not only benefits society as a whole, but also contributes to our own self-satisfaction and inner peace. Suppose you work in a company and are faced with a situation where you could gain a significant personal benefit at the expense of a colleague. The fourth Stoic decision would lead you to consider the morality of your actions. You would choose to act ethically, refusing to harm the colleague even if it meant not gaining an immediate personal advantage. This demonstrates not only your integrity, but also your adherence to Stoic principles that value virtue above material or selfish gains. By acting ethically, you contribute to a more ethical environment and also build a reputation of trust and respect, which can be extremely valuable in both personal and professional life. Therefore, the pursuit of ethical behavior is a crucial part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life. Number 5. Emotion control. We are not disturbed by things, but by the principles and judgments we form about them. Epictetus. The fifth Stoic decision deals with the control of our emotions. Stoics believe that negative emotions such as anger, fear, and anxiety often result from our own judgments and interpretations of situations rather than the situations themselves. Therefore, the key to inner peace and serenity is to learn to control these emotions by recognizing that we have the power to choose our emotional responses. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather assessing them rationally and responding in a balanced way. Imagine you're facing harsh criticism from a colleague at work. You feel a wave of anger and defensiveness rising. The fifth Stoic decision would encourage you to pause and question why you're reacting this way. You could analyze whether the criticism has merit and if there's something you can learn from it. Instead of impulsively reacting with anger, you would opt for a more controlled, reason-based response, which might involve having a constructive conversation with your colleague or seeking ways to improve. This not only keeps your emotions in check, but also contributes to a more harmonious and productive work environment. Therefore, emotion control is an important part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, helping promote inner peace and healthy relationships. Number 6. Adversity as an opportunity. Obstacles are the way. Seneca. The sixth Stoic decision involves a unique perspective on adversity. Stoics view challenges and obstacles in life not as sources of suffering, but as opportunities for personal growth and character development. Instead of avoiding or lamenting them, they embrace them as a natural part of the human journey. This viewpoint allows us to face difficulties with courage and resilience, seeking to learn from each obstacle and transform them into opportunities for improvement. Imagine you've lost your job due to a company restructuring. This can be a very challenging and stressful situation. The sixth Stoic decision would encourage you to see this adversity as an opportunity to rethink your career, acquire new skills, or even explore a completely different path that leads to a more fulfilling career. Instead of being defeated by the loss of the job, you see it as a moment of self-discovery and growth. This not only helps you cope better with the situation, but can also open doors to a more promising future. Therefore, seeing adversity as an opportunity is a fundamental part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, strengthening our resilience and adaptability. Before we move on to number 7, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Seeking knowledge and abandoning ignorance is the best thing that a human being can do, and you've done it. Please check your subscription to the channel, and if you can, like the video. Number 7, self-discipline. No one is free who has not mastered themselves. Epictetus. The seventh Stoic decision focuses on the importance of self-discipline. Stoics believe that self-control is essential for a well-lived life. This involves the ability to govern our impulses, desires, and actions, acting in accordance with our reason and virtue instead of yielding to impulsive or self-destructive behaviors. Self-discipline helps us set goals, maintain healthy habits, and persevere in the face of difficulties. Imagine you're trying to adopt a healthier lifestyle, including a balanced diet and regular exercise. The seventh Stoic decision would encourage you to cultivate self-discipline, to resist unhealthy food temptations and avoid procrastination when it comes to exercise. Instead of allowing yourself to succumb to momentary cravings, you commit to acting in line with your long-term goals. This requires effort and self-discipline, but over time, these disciplined actions become habits, leading to a healthier and more satisfying life. Therefore, self-discipline is an essential part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, helping to achieve goals and develop greater willpower. Number 8, practice of gratitude. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. The eighth Stoic decision highlights the importance of cultivating gratitude in our daily lives. Stoics believe that recognizing and appreciating the simple things in life is essential for finding contentment and inner peace. By being grateful, we shift our focus to what we have rather than what is lacking. The practice of gratitude helps us maintain a positive perspective and face challenges with more serenity. There may be times when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed due to commitments and responsibilities. The eighth Stoic decision would encourage you to take a break, breathe deeply, and start listing the things you are grateful for in your life. This could include your health, relationships, personal achievements, or simply the fact that you are alive. By doing so, you redirect your attention to positive aspects, creating space for gratitude and pushing away negative thoughts. Regularly practicing gratitude can significantly improve your outlook and emotional well-being. Therefore, gratitude is an important part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, helping to cultivate a more positive and resilient mindset. Number 9. Empathy and compassion. What you wish for yourself, you wish for others also. Seneca. The ninth Stoic decision emphasizes the importance of practicing empathy and compassion in our interactions with others. Stoics recognize that all human beings share challenges, sufferings, and struggles in their lives. Therefore, it's crucial to treat others with respect, understanding, and kindness. By cultivating empathy, we are able to understand the perspectives and emotions of others, and compassion leads us to act in a supportive manner and provide help when needed. Imagine you're aware that a colleague is going through a difficult time in their personal life and is feeling overwhelmed. The ninth Stoic decision would encourage you not only to acknowledge this situation, but also to offer your support and understanding. You can ask how they are feeling, listen with empathy, and offer assistance if appropriate. Empathy and compassion not only strengthen relationships, but also contribute to a more positive and supportive environment in all aspects of life, whether at work, with family, or elsewhere. Therefore, the practice of empathy and compassion is a crucial part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, promoting healthier relationships and a deeper sense of humanity. Number 10. Attention control. What is not useful to the hive is not useful to the bee. Marcus Aurelius. The 10th Stoic decision focuses on the importance of directing our attention and energy towards what is truly valuable and meaningful. Stoics believe that we should avoid unnecessary distractions and worries, concentrating on tasks and goals that contribute to our personal growth and the well-being of society. Controlling attention means being selective about how we use our time and energy, directing them towards activities and purposes that align with our values and goals. In the modern world, we are often bombarded by distractions such as smartphone notifications, social media, and excessive information. The 10th Stoic decision would advise us to be more conscious of how we use our attention. For example, when working on an important project, turn off phone notifications and set aside dedicated, uninterrupted work time. This allows you to fully concentrate on the task at hand, increasing your productivity and work quality. By applying attention control, you become more effective in achieving your goals and avoid wasting time and energy on trivial distractions. Therefore, the ability to selectively direct your attention is a valuable part of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life, helping to achieve greater focus and a more meaningful life. Number 11. Acceptance of death. Death is not terrible, cowardice is terrible. Epictetus. The 11th Stoic decision addresses the attitude towards death. Stoics believe that the fear of death is often irrational, and that we should accept the inevitability of death as part of the human condition. They argue that the true fear is not death itself, but rather how we live our lives. The focus should be on the quality and virtue of our life, rather than fearing the inevitable. Accepting death helps us live more courageously and authentically. In our society, death is often avoided or seen as a taboo subject. However, the 11th Stoic decision would encourage us to accept our own mortality and that of those around us. This does not mean being indifferent to life or reckless, but rather recognizing that life is ephemeral, and therefore we should value the time we have. This can motivate us to make more conscious decisions, strengthen our relationships, and seek deeper meaning in our lives. Accepting death as a natural part of human existence can free us from fear and anxiety, allowing us to live more authentically and appreciatively. Therefore, this Stoic decision helps promote a more courageous and meaningful perspective on life and death. Number 12. Constant pursuit of wisdom. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Seneca. The 12th Stoic decision emphasizes the importance of the ongoing pursuit of wisdom throughout life. Stoics believe that wisdom is not a final destination, but a constant process of learning and self-development. This involves seeking knowledge, introspection, reflection, and the practical application of Stoic principles in our everyday lives. The pursuit of wisdom helps us grow, enhance our understanding of life, and better cope with its challenges. The pursuit of wisdom can be incorporated into various areas of life. For example, you can read books that expand your knowledge, attend inspiring lectures, meditate to promote self-reflection, or seek guidance from mentors. It can also involve learning from your own experiences and mistakes in order to grow and become a wiser person. The 12th Stoic decision reminds us that the journey toward wisdom is a lifelong process, and we should never stop learning and evolving as individuals. By doing so, we can improve our ability to make informed decisions, deal with challenges more clearly, and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Therefore, the constant pursuit of wisdom is an essential element of Stoicism applied to modern everyday life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our Stoicism playlist. And for more videos that will help you find success and happiness using ancient philosophical wisdom, be sure to subscribe. That was my contribution. Thank you very much, and until next time.